been a week since I've heard that tune. Testing, just checking all the test 1 2 3, testing 1 2. So check your audio. Can we have an audio sound from you, Todd? There, doing all.
Can you hear me? Okay.
That's right. Well, I got you peaking in the red, so I think we got you balanced. Oh my God! Let's explore it, God. Let's explore it. That sounds like a pretty decent channel name. So let me see. I find where. Of course, I can't do this. This is something we can't do anymore. I can go to the channel. Okay. Open a new tab. Let's have a look at this. What's he got on there? Let's explore. All clear, he says. We've got 3 subscribers. Okay. No videos. 3 subscribers. Are you going to do a channel? Tell us what's your name. Let's call you by your real name. It's always good to have a sort of a new possibility of a new channel to go and check out. But anyway, says nothing there I can see in videos at the moment. 3 subscribers. Not yet, but yeah. Nick, g'day, Nick. You should be on our Discord. Come on. Don't be shy. We don't bite hard. But anyway, moving right along. Talk back Thailand. Good morning. Is that Stephen or is it one of the crew? I think it's probably Stephen. haven't heard from Stephen for quite some time. But anyway, yeah. So we're in the middle or end of Songkran now. I think it's officially. Malcolm K, get it? Yeah, that's officially the end of Songkran, and we got a couple of little articles. I think Todd, we're trying to find the one article which popped up on Todd's news feed. I heard wind of it as well yesterday. So it is Stephen. Okay. So I got wind of it yesterday. So they've been doing the water fights in Khao San Road. So the army turned up with their fucking water guns to stop the revelry. So the pot calling the kettle black. Of course, I think the article's been taken down because they realised how much of a faux pas that was. But it was.
I had a bit of a chuckle when I saw it. It's sort of like, okay, that's fine. You got no water for Songkran, but then the water cannons come out. It's like, okay.
And it's not. They're usually, that water's not clean water usually, you know.
Yeah. I spent time in Bangkok for Songkran. I've got to say, the festivities were fine. Had an absolute ball. So
yes, you've spent 3 days at Susie's place.
Yes.
Being a good boy. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird.
I was a good boy.
Yeah.
I was a good boy. Well, I did all the right things. I made merit and went to the Ramaphor temple and. Gave my offerings and did the right thing, and of course sat at the bar and had a few beverages. One of our mates, Jerry, said, "Oh, am I a part supporter of Susie's bar now?" I mean, no, I support Susie's bar by just bending my elbow. That's good enough.
Yeah, no, he's for all those people who are making the inquiries. No, Todd has no plans in buying a share at Susie's bar.
Susie's awesome. I mean, if you get the chance, I mean, a lot of your mates know Susie and have been to the Down Under bar. She is an awesome lady. Takes care of all of us and has been doing it tough because of the COVID situation. So the best way we can support people like Susie who look after us when we're here is to just go there and enjoy, have a good time.
Yep.
Apart from having an awesome atmosphere at the bar, she's an awesome cook. So if you like Thai food or any food at all, she will cook it. So
yeah, so I've been there a couple of times. When I'm there, I don't usually. I just usually take whatever she's offering. I never make any inquiries. But a couple of times there, I just, like I think a couple of weeks ago, I said, oh, the tacos down the end of the street, the chicken tacos. I like those chicken tacos, and that's it. She walks down the end of the street and orders it for us, And of course, I think we got beef ones, pork ones, and chicken ones, because I think 2 other people wanted them as well, and they all said the same thing. Yeah, they were just really yummy, quite yummy tacos. Worst thing was the fact that I had to remind her, you better put them on my bill, darling. I don't want you paying for them. Like that was at the end of the night. She forgot to put them on my bill. I can't have her paying for that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's all good. Was it last Friday when we were there? Not the one that just went, the one before I went away. I just said, I wouldn't mind. I said, Guy Patek with more, which is my chicken and cashew, and no problem for her. Just whipped it up in no time whatsoever.
Yeah. And, one of the other members there, Lucky, she's an awesome cook as well. So if Susie's busy being the hostess with the mostess, Lucky goes back to the kitchen and some awesome food comes out. So it's not just great atmosphere, it's a great place to eat if you just want lunch and 1 or 2 beers before you head out and explore Bangkok. It's awesome. Yeah.
Yes, excellent. Yes, they Todd back in the saddle. Yeah, well, we found him after last Saturday's weather.
My apologies.
Where the hell's Todd gone to? Yeah.
First time in a long time I slept through an alarm. I can't believe that. So my apologies.
Is it? We're going to go to his place next week at some stage. The booster plug is in. And I need to hold the tank up while he fits it all in the place, because you need 2 people to do that. You can do it 1 person, but unfortunately then of course you've got to pull all the pipes off, everything, and put the tank aside, and it's a real pain in the ass. It's better if
all afterwards, yeah.
Fitting all the pipes back in afterwards, yeah, because you got to have tie fingers to get in there to. It's like working on a mini miner, So it's a lot easier for me to go around and hold the tank up while he fits it all in. It's just basically got to undo a plug, put the new plug in, then you tape it into the little hole there, and put the sensor plug through to the front of the bike so it gets the airflow. But yeah, we'll make a video. Look, I made a video last time I did it, but I can probably make a better video this time because he'll be doing the work. I'll be holding the tank. Anyway, Joe Elliott, morning. Happy Songkran, yes, for all those people. It is, that's a Mikwam Suk Pimai. Happy New Year to everybody out there. Let's explore, that's good service. Yeah, the Big W, checking in from Padangland. Yes, he is. Whereabouts are you, Big W? I think you said you're down Jontium way or something, wasn't it? I can't remember. The weather here talk about hot. Sukhothai, it's not a cool place at this time of the year, that's for certain. We were pushing 40 as the official temperatures on Thursday when we left. So I think we got there, it was 37, the next day was 38, then it was 39, and it finally reached 40 on the Thursday. And that's a muggy 40, wasn't really, but what was worse was but people are complaining about the pollution here in Bangkok, right? And I think pollution scale, we're getting sort of 150 to 180, 2.5 ppm, whatever it is, and they're sort of saying, yeah, they need to fix the cars. They need to fix the industry. It's got nothing to do with the cars. It's got nothing to do with the industry. It's got everything to do with the whole country is burning their rice stalks. And yeah, we were sort of pushing I think 215 on day 2 up there, and you can really feel it in the back of your nose, even with masks on. The masks do help a little bit, but of course we're not wearing masks while we're at the compound, but I still feel choked up, and it wasn't because I was smoking ganja. It really just sort of gets in the back of your head. Like, I've got a bit of a headache today. I've checked my temperature. I don't have COVID, but just getting back where it's. I think the pollution levels has actually dropped down quite a bit today, but it still feels muggy. You know what I mean?
Staying the 3 nights in Bangkok. It's the first time I've had the sniffles, but like you said, the pollution level was quite high there. And I was saying to one of the staff members, I said, I've got the sniffles, and first thing that comes out, oh, you got COVID. I said, no, it's not COVID. I'm not. It's the pollution. I'm just not used to it. We don't get too much out in our area, but when you're in the thick of things, like I was right in the middle of Sukhumvit, you're in the centre of it all.
Yeah,
there's no escape from it.
You got to go again. You just like we're looking at the numbers coming up here. So I'm not sharing the screen there for you, Todd, but you know what I'm getting at. Right, We're sort of seeing these numbers here. 125 deaths yesterday. Is that from COVID, or is that deaths where COVID was present, but they're dying of respiratory illnesses, right? And given the condition, like this information that they're plastering around on the media circuit here and abroad, it tells people no story whatsoever. It's all scare, right? Because I reckon half those deaths would be just from respiratory problems because of the pollution. And it's not like Bangkok. This is across the whole of Thailand. It was quite bad. Like today I just looked at it then. Look at it again. What were the numbers I got today? Come on. So I got 102 out here in Bangkok, which is where Nakhon Pathom province is roughly where we are. 94 in Bangkok today. But like I said, it was last week. It was horrendous. We were pushing 200 in most places around the country, not just Bangkok. And you got to ask the question, like, seriously, could we get some proper reporting on these numbers? Let's really tell the big story. But of course, the other side, or the flip side of the problem, is there's nothing Thailand can do about it. You can't legislate against it, right? Because basically this is their lifeblood. It's their farming industry, which this is a farming country, right? They export rice, they export sugar, they export rubber, they export a number of different crops, right? Because of the geographical location of where the country sits, in that monsoon area, and the land is flat. If they put a moratorium, or they hiked up some fees, or force people to do other methods of farming, well, it's going to cost them more, and the government then has to fork out the money. And what will happen? Well, the 6.5 baht per kilogram that the farmers get for their rice, or whatever it is. I really don't know what the price is. So somebody can tell me the price of what did the farmers get for a kilo of rice. But the point I'm making is the fact that as soon as they add 5 baht to that price, right, so that they don't burn off, that rice will start to be produced in Myanmar and Cambodia, right, because it's the same geographical location, and Myanmar and Cambodia are not going to put that moratorium on it. So you put it between a rock and a hard place, and Thailand will still suffer because of the basin that the air flows. When it comes in from the east, it'll just flood it'll flood Thailand with pollution anyway, right? If it comes in from the west, it'll flood it in from Myanmar. So there's absolutely nothing they can do about it, right? But they can definitely sort of spruik the media campaign. All these diesel trucks, plumes of smoke and carbon. It's about 10% of the pollution level that's actually causing the problem. And it is the particulates, right? The carbon pollution from a diesel truck, it's nowhere near the carbon pollution from the particulates when you burn rice. People don't know chemistry, really. Anyway, enough of my whinging.
Some of the trucks we've seen when we're going along the road that can't be named, we call it Bring a Beer Along, their catalytic converters are gone.
Oh, yeah. So what it goes? Ralph Lewis 38 Fahrenheit here. Okay, that's a bit cool. That's right. So Big W to Ho Hin. Okay, right. From Gippsland, Victoria. Okay. So Warren Oz. Okay. Wazza Oz. You got to like I don't know. So you're stealing my name here. Oh my God. Good morning, gentlemen. I'm currently in Sisaket. If I said that, did I say that right? I don't remember how that one's pronounced. Looks like it will rain here over the coming days. Whether not as hot as I thought it would be this time of the year. Yeah, well, there's no sign of rain up in Sukhothai, unfortunately. Let's explore Bangkok. Sorry. What's the alternative solution if they don't do the burning in Thailand farm? Well, there is actually one of the things that I come across an article a couple of years ago about a cost-effective way that they can make their charcoals and making charcoal briquettes, which is a totally sort of green way of doing it. But again, requires them to have a little bit of steel and a 44-gallon drum, right? And then teaching them the fact that all you need to do is just put the stalks into the drum and put a little bit of a fire that it contains the fire, keeps the carbon down, right? It'll carbonize all the stalks, all the stuff that can be turned into the thing. Then it comes out as a pulver, and then just mix it with another organic compound to make a charcoal briquette, and you can resell them to people in Bangkok. Right, and again, charcoal briquettes, they produce much less pollution than the what do you call it, the petrochemical stuff that they currently use to fire things up with. But again, this is life in Thailand. It's the education. Nobody's prepared to educate, and again, Thais are very much set in their established ways. Like my father and my father before him and my father before him have done it that way. I'm not going to change the paradigm. They're staunch believers in the traditional ways. Hey, can't help that. We love tradition, but yeah. It looks like northern Thailand has some bad rice burning air right now. Yeah, up to 190. You've just said, well, that's where we're up in northern Thailand. Sukhothai is northern Thailand. Wasn't quite in there. How many weed plants can you grow in Thailand for your asking for a friend? I think it's 6, but you have to be registered with the government.
It has to be below a certain percentage too.
Well,
how they're going to control that? No idea.
Yeah, because that stuff I was smoking the last few days definitely was not under 0.04%. But it's one of these technical. Oh, Oggie's here. G'day, Oggie.
G'day.
You are why you all
drop in. Oh, am I muted again?
No, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Can't see you though.
Can't see you though.
Well,
you haven't popped up on.
Finding my camera. It's like,
yeah, that's it. Just make sure you got some clothes on. Make sure you got clothes on first, okay? Right. Just
okay. Well, shirt at least.
Shirt at least. Okay. Free bowling.
Free ball.
What the club? มีความสุขพี่ไม้ He doesn't understand Thai.
No tie here.
He'll live.
My camera not working.
It is working. We've got you.
Yeah.
We can see it. We can see
okay.
it. It's,
My screen's not.
your screen's not. Okay, there you go.
I don't need to look at myself.
So as a Dale, so how many weed plants? Okay, I believe it's 6 per household is the legal limit, but the household must be registered, right? And part of that registration means the fact that they could get a random knock on the door where the authorities will come and take a snippet and make sure the fact that the government gets the flowers and the seeds, or I'm not sure how they do this shit is just beyond a joke. But anyway, bottom line is it's all an honesty basis. So read into what you will. Foreigners definitely cannot grow plants. So there you go, Dowlow. You can tell your friend he's not allowed to grow. Right, under no circumstances will he be allowed to under Thai law. But his girlfriend might.
So you have to have a Thai dealer.
Or his wife might be able to. I don't know when she gets back over here. But I think growing in the Moo Barn in Samut Prakan is not going to be really well received amongst the fellow residents of your Moo Barn. So think about it moving up to Sukhothai or something, you might be okay. Let's explore Bangkok. 125, yes, 125 more deaths, yeah, I know. We're scrolling, I've lost my place again. Compared with the 23 cases, and I don't know, Friday morning, yeah. Glenn Errington, g'day, how you doing from Sydney? What about the scorecard for the road war? For road wars, 22 to death roads, Thailand, yeah, like, I don't know, like, we often joke about the contraflow here when we're out riding or just going anywhere. And like, we will get 1 or 2 bikes contraflow on, put them on Saihar here. We very rarely see contraflow on the main roads going into Bangkok and in Bangkok generally. Oh my God, contraflow seriously. You're doing 120 kilometres an hour because that's the speed limit on some of these roads going north here, right? They're 4-lane roads and it's night time, and you've got bright lights on your left-hand side coming at you at whatever speed they're doing, contraflow, and cars doing it. Not just bikes, cars going contraflow. We wonder why the death toll is so high. How about you get a bloody brain in your head and learn to just go around and do it the proper way. Contraflow is, I think it's one of the worst things that ever sort of was thought of in this bloody place. Okay, so there's a medium strip. What's wrong with going around and doing the U-turn? Everybody else does it. Lazy pricks. Anyway, who's that bloke on the left? That's Oggy. You know Oggy? Anyway,
no, I wasn't on yet when that question was.
Oh, was it? Okay, I'm that far behind on the scroll, am I? Jesus
I knew
Christ.
I'd get it because I was MIA last week, but no. I'll put to bed some of the comments that I read when I re-looked at the video. No, I didn't get up to mischief in the 1.8 Ks between Wazza's place and my place. I just was a little bit happy and slept through my alarm to get up the next morning. That is it. I'm putting it to bed.
And what was Mark doing with the duck?
No, he spoke to me about this a couple of months ago. He's actually been offered a contract, and he was debating whether he was going to go back to Australia for this contract, and it looks like he's finally made up his mind that he's going to take this contract, go back for a bit of time, then come back to Thailand. So
really?
Yeah.
Part-time expat, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just all right. Anyway, my wife's Dalla, my wife tested positive in the isolation on Monday 18th. I've had 3 tests negative. Yeah, I go figure. It's the way it is. Anyway, let's not talk about COVID. The pandemic has been and done, and they're gonna try to. I said there's a war on now. There's more views per newspaper on war than there is on COVID these days. The Disaster Prevention Mitigation Department of Australia said 324 accidents leading to 341 deaths on Thursday. Yeah, so the deaths on the roads aren't as bad as the COVID things, and I'm pretty sure half those deaths have also been listed as COVID deaths. But hey, because they had COVID present when they died, it's all bullshit. How many times have we been to Bangkok now, and like in the hot zones there, and we've been in, drunk alcohol, and so I had my COVID in January, I had my booster shot in February, and it's now April. We've been in and out of Bangkok, and COVID, what's that? I think a few people are catching it. A few people are susceptible to catching it a second time, but pretty much if you've hoed it and had your shots, you pretty much. It bypasses you now. It's just your body's prepared. But anyway, don't want to say more about it. Silly money to return. So yeah. Okay, Alan. Good morning. How are you? So Alan joined us at Susie's last Friday week ago. Hopefully, I think he enjoyed himself. He seemed like he enjoyed himself. Except he lost his little Apple tracker thing. I don't know.
that was a weird situation. I went and, with Alan to try and find it, and he's got the app on his phone. I stood in the exact spot where this tracker was meant to be. It's pinging. I could hear it pinging, but we looked like 3 meters around the area and could not see it. It was weird.
Were there any Thais close by holding it, putting it in their pocket?
No, we couldn't find it, and we're both looking. It's like, geez, sorry, mate. We're just going to have to go back to Susie's and have a drink and commemorate the loss of your token. He said, all right, let's go.
Let's go. We've had enough. Anyway, so XNLS need to install catalytic converters on the individual rice stalks. Yes, problem solved, exactly. But there's no catalytic conversion required. It's the fact that it's just carbon. There's nothing way you can't catalytic convert carbon. Carbon is carbon, you know. It's a primary element. Mark in Thailand. Let's see, catch up. All right, nice. Yeah, Dom B, g'day. Not going to. Yeah. Well, Mark's going to make some more money. That's it. You know. Can't really complain about that. Can I shower again today? Water splashing was a leak. Yeah, that does present a problem for you, because, like, you know, you would actually have to splash water, wouldn't you? Right? Because you know, he can't really take a shower, can he? Anyway.
Alan's an enterprising guy. He's awesome, so I'm sure he'll work out a way around it.
Yes, 23 degrees Celsius today. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, okay. Catch up soon. So I think I'm just about caught up. Should they do They should do a live condos. You can own 49% of Thai own cannabis. How do you own something that is a perishable that disappears after you smoke it? I don't know. Great feeling, but there's no time to my wife. We booked a one-way flight to Bangkok on the 29th of May, $380 each on Thai Airs. Right? Really? That seems awfully cheap. I know. Typically, you know, when I was coming, my typical return flight was $1,200 was my typical price. I think, depending on the time of the year, it could go up to something like $1,500 to $1,600. When I flew with the office, when we flew, you know, that was always more expensive. I don't know, because they were booking it pretty much on the day and they were paying premium prices. But yeah, $380.
Well, Thailand Airlines is trying to kickstart everything after having the slow 2 years. So I'm sure there's going to be like the discounted flights to kickstart everything. Now, I was actually talking about flights. I can't remember which night it was. Susie's, I can't remember. Actually caught up with the pilot of the first Jetstar flight into Bangkok in 2 years, and he said it was absolutely packed. So Jetstar is starting to do regular flights back into Thailand now. So
fair enough. Well, but when I see prices like that, I just I get an image or a picture in my mind of the second class rail transport going from here to Chiang Mai, you know, and put a couple of wings on it. There you go. That's yeah. But anyway.
The old think Wazza has a strange sense of humor.
That's right. That's right. Smoked too much cannabis on the week.
Now I know why.
Yeah, now you know why. Yes. We could book an SHA Plus hotel for the test and go because the rules are changing. Yeah, I did read somewhere the fact that there was going to be some more changes in the rules there, but they're going to scare us with numbers, but open the country, which is a good thing. But again, it'll like exactly how splashing water can really help transmit. Like you're washing yourself down. Any particulates in the air would probably sort of be cleansed to go on all on the ground. Paul Leverage. So what happened to Todd last week? Yeah. What happened to him? Yeah.
I slept in. There's nothing debaucherous about what happened to me. I slept in. It's plain and simple. I actually
Who did you sleep in?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, what Wazza can attest that the taxi ride home was just myself and Wazza, making sure that Wazza got home, making sure I got home, and I just slept in. I wish I could give you this awesome story about how I did this and how I did that. No.
You can make something up.
Or more to the point, who he did. Yeah, that'd be not really more of a story, but how boring.
Like I said, who he slept in. I don't care that you did sleep in. Just
Happy to state when I have fun. I mean, there's no issues there. I'm an easygoing guy. If I said, hey, I had an awesome night. I did have an awesome night, but I wake up alone and went home alone. So I'm sorry, guys. There's no debaucherous tale to talk about.
I need to go and find a watch guy to put new batteries in both my watches now. Both of them, the batteries are dead.
Hangover 69, Todd lost in Bangkok. It's going to be pick on Todd morning, is it?
Was it? Will I bring extra Vegemite? I don't know. So I think Todd probably might need some as well. You need a jar of Vegemite? Yeah.
Vegemite's always a good thing.
Yeah, we can get it from Foodland, if they're stocking it. I haven't seen any shortages recently. I did find a secondary supply on Wazza, but yeah, the price you're paying, it's like black gold, it's expensive over here. But yeah, definitely bring a couple of jars, the big ones that last at least 6 months.
That's a good thing about Vegemite. You open up the lid, it'll last for like 2 or 3 years.
yeah, that's right. Seems like water during soccer is being treated like a lap dance. The water can touch you, but can't touch you. Water can touch you, but you can't touch the water. Yeah. I will send the video to you all. It's all lies. What video is he going to send to us?
Oh, you're talking about me, Jed?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay. I follow. I try to keep up. I don't know how Jen does it. He runs this. He runs a Twitch live stream like 4 times a week on Twitch, and he's on there for like 4 to 6 hours every time. How he keeps up with the conversations, I struggle with this stuff. I really do. I don't know if Todd will details of his adventures was planning to release a short video movie, The Hangover 69, Todd Lost in Bangkok. Okay, Mark, there we go. It's an idea for a movie title. Anyway, moving right along. Never told. No, never Todd, mate.
I think we need a bigger name star for it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Funny.
I can't act for shit, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I think the same could be said about Leonardo DiCaprio, but did I say that? But anyway, look, I wanted to say, just off subject. I spun up an ARC server on my laptop last night. It's currently off because I can't seem to run 3 servers on the laptop. It seems to struggle with the network porting. Yeah. I can either run Valheim and Imperion, or Valheim and ARC, but I can't seem to run the 3 of them. So we might retire. We might put the Imperion one to sleep if you want to play ARC. Anyway, I'd be interested to see how much lag they got there too, Oggy. So we'll try to get you on later to test it out. Anyway, back to the story. Would never do that. Yeah, inside voice warrant. Anyway, moving right along. What else was there? Was there anything else on the news article that I wanted to talk about? Thailand deploys troops to Khao and road to combat. What is that? Yeah, it's all over the news. I did want to mention something about my website, just quickly. I know everybody here probably already knows that. I'm getting a lot of reports from people sort of saying they're not getting notifications from YouTube. And this seems to, even I don't get notifications from all the things I've got bells on as well. It seems like they say it's getting more about the selectivity of Facebook. You only see 10% of posts from your friends. Anything that you subscribe to, you're only seeing a percentage of that. The algorithm doesn't give a shit whether you've got your bell notification on or off, or you're subscribed or whatever. But if you really want to get a notification, g'day Jack, if you really want to get a notification of when my videos are out, you go here. This is my website, DIA, Dreams into Action. It's just basically all the videos go up here. There is a subscribe to our email notifications. Just whack your name in there, your email address, and hit the submit button there. You will get an email when I post a video. Normally the videos get put up here first before they go live on YouTube. Our Patreons and our members already get notification as well. But this is again for the other people who feel that a Patreon membership or a YouTube membership is beyond the pale of imagination. That's all right. We're not here for the money. We're here just to keep you guys entertained. But yeah, so there's that one there, and of course down here there's this thing here. You'll get it on the mobile phone as well as the thing. It's what they call a push notification. It'll actually ping your phone or your web browser if you're got your web browser open and you've got that subscribed. It just lets you know, and usually they come up in your little notification bar down here. That's not going to work. That little notification bar. You'll sort of see a notification come up there on your Windows. If you've got a Mac, I don't know how it works. Don't ask me, I don't have a Mac. But yeah, that stuff is code that's on my website, and it is guaranteed to work and send you an email as long as you've got an email that's valid or you've subscribed to that push notification. Those systems work, okay? So I don't have to worry about whether YouTube ping it. Just got to go outside the box and don't rely on YouTube to tell you. That's how it works. Anyway, getting back to I should do more of the one of the things I don't do on YouTube is what they call the call outs, or the how to use YouTube, right? Because every video, like every time I put a video on YouTube is and don't forget to do that, and don't forget to do that, and if you do this, and you do that. Like, really? We hear it 1,000 times every time we're on YouTube, but what, you got to remind everybody every time, every day? I can't figure that shit out. But hey, that's the way YouTube, they tell you got to do it because they know their system's broken. Anyway, Niall and Tana, what up? Mufuggers, okay. I'm not even going to... No. Anyway, moving right along. We need to get James Franco to play Todd in the movie. Okay. Give me a home. Get Don Burke to play Todd. Really. Anyway, moving right along on the things that I had to talk about. Yes, so we've been doing the regular meetup now for what? How many months? Well, at least since you've been here. So it's been going for like 4 or 5 months. There's Brycey coming along. I haven't heard from Bryce for a while. G'day, Bryce.
Brycey.
Yeah. So there is. We've been doing the bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks, the meetup. Now it's it's moved from the Tuesday into the Friday because I like to support Jerry with his meetup crew. So the whole thing starts at 11 a.m. With the Friends Funds Bangkok meetup. We have coffee, then some of us go for lunch, some of us go for a massage, some of us go for smoke a cigar at the cigar hut. So we do all things throughout the afternoon. We eventually stagger or mosey on into Susie's place from about maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon to officially start the nighttime meetup, which is the thing like we used to run before COVID started. That's now been going for, well, since Todd's been here at least. So it is regular. I will now start posting that meetup information back into Facebook to remind those people who have short memories that we still do this starting at Susie's place at 5 p.m. We usually go through till about 9 p.m. and then somebody will take a vote what we want to do after that. But we support Susie's starting from 5 to 9 p.m. where we eat some food, drink some beers or shots or whatever we drink, and then we go and have some fun. We will be making it officially a start-up again. I will be posting that, so stay tuned. If you're not following my Facebook page, then you're going to miss out. It'll also be posted in the if you're again talking about places to things. So we also have here, we have our, can we just close that window? Really? Home. Groups. We also have our, things are going slow today, aren't they? Okay. The Thailand Vloggers Hub, which is, if you're a vlogger doing content on Thailand vlogging or any useful tidbits of information about things that other people would like to know, this is our Facebook group, Thailand Vloggers Hub. There will be a post in here as well, reminding people. So if you don't want to follow me, you can be a member here as well, and you'll get the information as well. We'll see if we can start to really get the thing kicked off. We've been having pretty good attendance for the last few months. Especially for the parties, the party times. But generally, so we're getting 10 to 15 people rocking up for that nighttime meetup. Let's see if we can sort of just force Susie to have a bigger bar, standing room only. Anyway. Niall there, hey Todd, Wazza, hope you're both in good form. We're trying to be, doing our best. Do I have to take turns doing the massage? I massage you first and you massage. I do not want your hands anywhere near my body, Niall. I'm sorry. I know you want to touch my body all over, but I'm not going to let you, okay? I can see Todd laughing. I can't hear him laughing.
I'm laughing quietly. So.
Laughing quietly. Excellent. Shambling down the street.
I just had the thought that bears need love too. So.
Oh yeah. Chanya made me put a phone cover. It's called Bear Brick. It's one of these designer. You know what girls are like with these freaking phone covers. It's not about your phone anymore, it's how blingy your phone cover can get. But now we've got the same phone cover, it's just as bad as it was before. I have to look at the front picture to know it's my phone. I'll love to go over you guys when you. Sadly, my wife doesn't trust me. Well, she has to tune into this. She has to, look, Todd's got a trusting face. Look at him. Chanya lets me go out, but whenever we're actually going out with Todd, then it's okay. If I'm going out by myself, that's not okay. She trusts Todd. How does that work? What? Has he got a trusting face? Just tell your wife to watch Todd. He said he'll take care of her. We'll even make him big on screen. There you go. And there's Todd. Let's watch Todd, the trusting face of our group.
I just make sure everyone has a good time and gets home safely. That's all I do.
Yeah. Scissor got me. got me. Yeah, right. Okay. Did a mini pub crawl last night. Yeah, don't forget, Niall has another group on Friend Fun. Niall, post your links up for your group. That's it if you want. We did build him a Discord group, but I think all these people in his other groups and everything else didn't really want to use Discord. But that is all running. Introduce yourself. Who's introduced? Let's explore Bangkok. G'day, wave. There we go. It's Nick from. There we go. Let me just give you some permissions as well. So I don't really look at that stuff while I'm running the stream. There we go. Nick. Well, actually, should we actually rename him Nick as well? Shouldn't we? Change nickname.
So how's it going, guys?
Oh, good.
Awesome. Where are you located now?
I'm back in Texas. Been back here about 3 weeks.
Oh no.
You don't sound like you're from Texas.
Probably not. I probably sound Thai now, right? That's good. But spent 11 weeks in Thailand, as you well know. Had a great time. In severe depression now. I'm back. But should be back over there by the 15th of May.
Then you can start to join in with our regular Friday shenanigans.
Yeah, I forget because I think did you change the time of the stream at some point?
For the
Short.
No, we did. Well, the Saturday stream's always the same time. We've just shortened the stream to 1 hour. Because a lot of people watch the stream afterwards, and there's always juicy bits of information that people like to listen to because it just comes up in conversation. If the audience is participating and playing properly, which is always a challenge. Yeah, and of course, going for the 2 hours, we got other things to do. We live here in Thailand. We live in Bangkok, and we like to play video games. So we've got game servers waiting for our participation.
Good morning to Jerry. Jerry's joined us, but he hasn't got his camera on or anything. So
that's right. Jerry's there in the background. He's he's
stalking.
He's stalking, as he does. He said he's going to buy me a bass guitar. That's the next thing on his list. He wants me to come and join. There he is.
Morning, Jerry.
Morning, Jerry.
I'll only buy you the guitar if you play it.
Oh yeah, well, somebody got a guitar out when I was up in Sukhothai. They were doing karaoke and they wanted me to play guitar. I wasn't doing very good. I was out off my
Ganja
tree.
and bass, pretty good.
Well, that was just a normal guitar, 6-string, steel string.
All right.
I
made a promise that I would buy you a guitar. I would no description of being drunk, so that promise will hold.
I'm sure that I've got to find a place where I can do it. But I've been saying the same about exercise, about all these other things I need to be doing. Where do you get the time to do all this shit? Honestly,
all over retirement.
8 hours a day.
Yeah, we need to extend it. We need to get to what was it? Deep Space Nine was a 29-hour day, wasn't it? I think it was. Anyway, I'm getting too geeky for everybody there. So they don't trust either. That's my pub crawl group. Yes, thanks, Niall. So he does these pub crawls randomly throughout the course of events. I don't know what he's going to do when he goes back to Ireland in May. To Ireland, he's going to need a 2IC to take over the running of that, I'm sure. But anyway, Chris Brand, g'day. Mic is very low. Whose mic is very low? I'm pretty sure my mic is peaking, or is it not peaking now? I'm not looking at my microphone. Anyway, inquire about doing yoga courses last week. The instructor said me how flexible I was. I saw her. I couldn't do Tuesday. I didn't read that right. The instructor asked me how flexible I was I told her I couldn't do Tuesdays or Thursdays. Okay, right, okay. That's not the flexibility she was talking about, okay? We're going to get a band going. I like the name Jerry and the Swingers. No, I thought the band name the Geriatrics was going to work well, but
Been taken.
someone's already taken Jerry with the pacemakers. We'll come up with some crazy name, and we'll be playing at the Green Room. I think that was one of the things he don't know what to do next. Oh my God. How to lose friends and alienate people, you know. Have a band and go and play at the Green Room. Excellent. DS9 had a 26-hour day. Badger 26 hours to rotate the axis. Yeah, there we go. I knew it was something weird like that. I thought it was 29, but that's 26. Okay, very good. But that would help. At least you get 2 more hours. I'm pretty sure they spend those 2 hours sleeping anyway. Anyway, moving right along. 10 minutes to go. What are we going to talk about?
Recovering. I had 3 days in Bangkok and Songkran, so I'm just taking it easy.
Yeah, I did get to Sukhothai, what they call historical park this time into Sukhothai. Like, how many times I've been to Sukhothai? It's the first time I've actually been to the historical park. It's I don't know if you ever get into that sort of historical park sort of setting. But they give you a little, they drive you around. It's a fairly big estate. I had to use Wikipedia to get some of the information because all the signs are in Thai, and you know, Chanya's like trying to translate Thai to English from a sign. And she says, too much story, you don't understand. I can't say. So one of these days I'm going to have to sit down and really sort of get my study going, rather than the 15 to 20 minutes a day that I tend to spend on my my pre-allocation of an hour, which 20 minutes I'm bored and I want to go do something else.
Wombat moment.
It's just always something else. There's always something else to do. Sitting in front of a computer, doing my Thai lessons. Yeah. Where is Susie's Bar in Bangkok? Okay. Well, I can give you I can quickly give you a link if I can just quickly get there without disturbing the whole maps. The Down Under Bar, DOWN, Down Under Bar and Grill. It's one of my favourites. We go there. Okay, share, copy that link. Right, put that back into here. And yeah, there's your Google Map link, so you can't miss it.
And if you can't read Google Maps, just go to Nana BTS, and it's a 200-meter walk through the Walk of Shame, and
the Gauntlet.
Susie's the Gauntlet.
The Gauntlet, yes. Remember that Clint Eastwood movie back in the 80s, or the 70s or the 80s, The Gauntlet, where we have to drive the bus down the street. It's like that. That's Soy 7/1, but it's not guns and police officers you're trying to run. It's the massages.
Yep.
being attacked by the horde of massages.
I thought after going there for a while that stop it and sort of recognise that's not going to happen. But no,
every time. That's it. You're just a massage client as far as they're concerned. They don't care about your frequency. Anyway, can we talk about erectile dysfunction? What about electile dysfunction? That's what we really need to talk about. The people who vote these clowns in the office. It's like playing pool with a piece of okay. I actually I went to the Australian Electoral Office. I've actually sort of put myself back in the electoral role. I don't know if my one vote is going to make any difference, but shoot, I can't ignore the fact that the country is going down the gurgler. I might as well cast my vote again. But anyway, see how that goes. Do what they call voting via website, I believe. I think that's how it works. Let's hope that works, because that's the reason why I took myself off. You know, I didn't want fines because their freaking website didn't work. You know, and, 6 years ago it was looking a bit dodgy. You know, but then of course we hear about the Americans and their aversion with electronic voting.
Well, if you got it set up right, it should work. So
Well,
it's all a pat. Yeah.
I'm not going to fly back to Australia to cast my vote. That's a bit of a useless thing. Yeah, Dowlow's always in great form. We can't wait to actually get a live stream going from Susie's bar with Dowlow, on the hot seat. Then we can see really sort of, then we can have a great time.
We just need Stephen Monash doing the back comments, and it'll be on for young and old. It'll be awesome.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You and I can just sit back and enjoy it and just let it go.
Yeah. So, and as for live streaming from Susie's, well, depending on what we're doing, we could probably. I don't want to do a regular live stream, but if there's a special occasion, I think the special occasion we've had recently, I'd have to go back through my channel. There was my birthday, there was Todd's birthday, and there was a third live stream we did as well.
Jerry's birthday we did.
Jerry's birthday. No, I don't think we didn't live stream from Jerry's. Did we live? No. Chocolate? No, was it Chocolate Man? No, it wasn't Chocolate Man. It was.
Yeah, it was Jerry's. We live streamed from Jerry's 3 weeks ago.
Did I live stream from Jerry's? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Every day blends together, mate. It's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, Susie's is the Down Under bar. Yeah, it's an Australian themed bar. I think she still has too much bloody English paraphernalia in the walls. We've got to get rid of some of that freaking,
Working on that. On that.
Yeah, that white cross bullshit.
Easy.
I don't know how that fits in. I know it's part of our Australian flag, but really, identifying it as a separate entity, it does grate a bit. Currently, God, we've got to get rid of the freaking that little cross thing on the top. Just have the Australia, the Southern Cross with the 7-pointed star. That should be the Australian flag. Anyway. Voting is very easy and important. That's why I do it twice. So you should. Make your vote count twice. It's important to have the best politicians money can buy. Yes, that's right. Yes, you can. Yes, you live streamed it. Yes. Okay. Every day just moves into the next. I need to have a better understanding of what I'm supposed to be doing. That's probably, Anyway, Wazza doesn't remember because it was Wazza he just put on the camera in the corner of the bar and went drinking. Exactly. I think my better live streams are ones when I'm not present. Is that right? Get me off the camera. Get somebody else on camera. Anyway, all of a sudden we just had a pickup of people. We got 25 viewers. We're down to like 15 now. I don't know whether these numbers are ever relevant. They come and go. Anyway.
And people aren't used to I think Australia went daylight savings last week or something, and they.
Oh, that's probably.
That one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all right. As I said, we get the 25 to 30 viewers watching. They might not. They might be actually a total of the numbers or the stats on the stream sort of said that it counts 96 views right on the stream throughout that 1 hour period, but it's only 26 concurrent right now. I don't know how those numbers, those people go and come back, or whether other people go and other people come back. Unique viewers, we don't actually get we don't get those numbers, whether the unique IP addresses and shit. So it's just a bit misleading. But outside that, that's just the jiggery pokery of YouTube. I'm sort of over it. Yeah, if you haven't, just thumbs up. Do I have to do all the call out stuff? I'm sick and tired of this. Mindless crap that they talk about. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Hit that like button. And I'll record something and play an overlay. You know, works better for me. I can't deal with it. Learn how to use YouTube, guys. Damn, just got here. Forgot about the 1 p.m. start. Yeah, well, I'm not going to try to do it any earlier than 10. We're hardly even awake at 9, so you know, you're lucky to get us on at 10 o'clock in the morning, really. And of course, you know, we make our jobs even harder now because, you know, we're going to have this regular Friday night out. It'll be officially meet up, and you know that means that, you know, we're going to work the next morning. You know, if we can call that work, you know, that is. Anyway, subscribe, like, and what does Chanya say? I can't.
Like and share.
Subscribe, like, and share. Yeah. Subscribe. 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 Don't get me started.
Subscribe, like, and share.
That's it, yeah. I'm out of here. I'm getting out. All these people sort of coming back to watch the stream again because they realise it's an hour later than it normally. And I should be go a bit. No, bugger that. No. I want to go and play some games. We will be back here next week. Save all your weird and wonderful comments till then. This is just the gang. You're all part of the gang. When you actually join our Discord group, then we know you're really part of the gang, because we still carry on. After we close this stream, we'll just carry on for the next 2 or 3 hours. So if you're not in the Discord group, hey, you're only half in the gang. Okay, I'm out of here. Where's my closing screen? Peace out, guys. Cue the music. Yeah, okay. Catch you all later.
I want you to